Great Modelling here, back again for another update. It's been again a bit of a long period between this update and the last update. What have I been up to since the last update? Not much really. I'm getting to the stage where I am learning to drive, so all of my free time at the moment has been taken up with driving lessons. I've got my test in a couple of weeks' time, so hopefully I'll pass that and I'll have a lot more time for modelling. Last time I did a video, I showed you that I was doing some more figure work, and I have an SS Panzer figure that I was doing. Since then he's been finished. Here he is. So, got the base all done nicely, a bit of pine block with some Vallejo dark earth paste for the mud, static grass, a small twig and some stone for some different bits. And then, so this is the Valindren figure. So he's done in the SS Oakleaf scheme, which you can probably just see about there. So he's got a Tamiya dark earth base. Then I've used actually Vallejo black green, or you can use Tamiya's black green for the larger dark green patches, and then I mixed XF5 flat green with some white to create that kind of light green, and then just use a cocktail stick to apply that in spots. To show you all his equipment there. All of that is a base colour with the roll mat and that's just like khaki. The ammo case and his eating equipment, which is just there. That's XF63 German grey, and the top is German grey and the bottom is khaki. They're just all based with base coated that colour. Then I applied a black wash to get all the recesses, and then the original colour with a little bit of white or grey in some cases, or even silver in the case of the metal tin. A little bit of dry brushing, and then some detail painting for like the straps and the buckles and things. Really happy with how the machine gun turned out. Really happy with that, and I used a little bit of lead. Which was kind of, or a lead sheet, which was cut to the right shape to make the strap. Quite a simple job on his face. And again, all the stowage had this kind of base colour wash and dry brush kind of effect. But this is generally my best figure to date, I think. But I'm really happy with him. So that's really it, kind of modelling wise, which I've been doing. Obviously, this time last week I was across at Telford for the Scale Model World. Had a fantastic day there. I could only spend the Saturday there because of other commitments on the Sunday. But I met Phil Flory in person, which was really nice, and some of the members of the Flory Models Forum. So if any of you guys are on the forum, and if you were there and I spoke to you, then really nice to see you, and some great work on the actual Flory model stand. Some great work by some guys off the forum. And while I was there at Phil's stand, I got this, which is his complete set of the standing range. So I've got all the skinny range, so these are all the little skinny sticks with kind of fine sticks in coarse, medium and fine, as well as the skinny polishers, and there were some skinny black sponges somewhere, wherever they disappeared to. There. And skinny black sponges, so that's the whole skinny range. The normal, coarse, medium and fine sanding sticks. The tri-pack of the blue sanding sponges. The 2-pack sanding, or the polishing sponges. The polishing set, which has the black polisher in. He ran out of stock. He didn't get the stock in for Telford. It arrived too late, so I couldn't get the 3-pack of that, but that's fine, I've got one of those now. And the sanding sheet, so this can be cut up, same material as the sponge, but obviously it's just completely flexible when you can cut it to any kind of shape, so you can kind of stick that kind of thing in intakes and stuff. So that worked out really well. Obviously I've got some bits and pieces just to stocked up on a couple of washes that I was short of. Tamiya tape refill, 10mm Tamiya tape refill. I finally got my hands on some Micro Industries Crystal Clear. In fact, they're going to focus. There you go, Micro Industries Crystal Clear. Does the same job as PVA glue, same job as Gator glue, but I think this is probably the best one. And I finally managed to I tried to get some of this at the Brampton show, but MDC's didn't have any, but I finally got some of this, which is Gunsanjo's Mr. Cement S, which is on par with the Tamiya Extra Thin, so I'll give that a try. It's got a Vallejo pot that I was kind of out of. So that's that. Kits wise, I bought this, as you can probably hear. I've already opened it and had a good look at it. But this is Heritage Aviation's 1/48 scale Jet Probus T3. It's a complete resin kit. Cost me a sum total of £40. But in here you get quite a bit of detail, and it's quite nice. So you get 2 vat form canopies, which is the kind of standard for resin kits, but there's quite a small part count, but it's actually really nicely moulded with some good detail. Here's the ejector seat. That's probably not going to lock on, but there you go. So you can see the ejector seat, all the handles and stuff are all in place, as well as some of the oxygen bottles and stuff on the side, so they're really good. Get instrument panel and all of the extra bits and pieces. Goes together really nice. Only got one decal option, or marking option, which is from the Central Flying School in the classic red, white and light grey scheme. However, I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be doing mine in silver and day glow, so I'll have to try and source some decals for that, but that's going to be really good. That is going to come straight to the top of the pile, and that'll be my next build. But for 40 quid, I didn't think that was too bad. The plastic injection one from Fly Models is about the same price, and I couldn't find one of those, so I went for that resin one. I also got yet another figure, which is Valindren's Panzer Grenadier in 200mm scale. So this guy is 120mm, so 200mm adds about another this or so. I got this from one of the stalls. After a quick inspection, I realised that the hands for my figure were actually missing from the kit. So I managed to get hold of Valindren in Belgium, and they are currently sending me some replacement hands. But here's the torso and the legs, and just a comparison. Here's just the leg section stood next to my 120mm. So with him together, he's going to be quite a lump. So, but again, with Valindren, all the details really nice. Lots of got all the equipment and stowage, and I only paid a sum total of £24 for that. And some of the other bigger figures I looked at Telford were going in the region between 60 and 80. So I thought that was pretty good. And if I've got to wait a little bit longer for some hands, then I don't see a problem with it, to be honest. And that's about it, really. Just a couple of shout outs. At Telford I managed to finally see Making Models again. Gary, saw him in person at his East Nuke model stand. I saw the fantastic Stuka and Wildcat in 144th, and you see the pictures on his channel and the videos about it, and you realise just, when you see it in real life, just how small those aircraft are. I also saw his Rapu and some of his other builds. Again, looking at them in real life does them, the photos don't really do it that much justice, but really good to see him there. I saw some of his other builds in the competition area. The X-Wing did quite well. I think it got commended, I think. But unfortunately his 144th Spitfire didn't manage to get through. Was beaten by another 144th Spitfire, which had gone even to a new level. Sometimes you think Gary's a little bit mad with his builds and stuff, but this guy just got a step further. He'd done the gun panels and the engine and everything else. But hey ho. But it was still a fantastic build and great to see him. Shout outs again to Model Pro 72 Lenny. Hope you're alright, mate. Spitfire's looking really good. Dabbling with the figures myself, but hope your Alex Manator is coming on really well. Who else? Rob from Basic Modelling. I know there's been this huge problem with the Google Plus situation, and I haven't really got to grips with what I need to do and what I don't need to do. I'm not even going to sure if people are going to be able to comment on this video, so if you can't, then I don't know what you're going to have to do. But I didn't, the same with a lot of people. I think this whole thing is just thrown a lot of people out, and I just don't think Google have really thought this through, and it's made a lot of people leave, which is unfortunate. I think if I've forgotten anybody, I'm really sorry, but oh, Cohen C, yeah, Cohen, again, your builds are just fantastic, mate. I can't begin to describe. Hopefully I'm gonna get some armour kits on the go again very soon, and hopefully you'll be able to see the results of that. I used your techniques when you did the SS Panzer painting video for me. I used that as a reference when I did this guy, and I can't thank you enough for that video, and your work is fantastic, so I hope you can stay tuned to see some of my armour builds and my progress. But your progress is fantastic, mate. Apart from that, thank you to everyone who subscribed over the last, however long it was between this and the last video. I can't name you all personally, but thank you so much for all of the subscriptions, but I think they might go down again if all this Google Plus stuff continues, because I'm just going to lose a lot of people because they don't want to follow with Google Plus, but that's for another day. But I'm going to sign off now. This has been Great Modelling. Thanks very much, guys, and stay tuned. See you on the next video.